We're at Canon UK's headquarters taking a first look at the new EOS R3. This is a high-speed sports and action camera designed for professional photographers and photojournalists. Canon first revealed that it was working on this new ProSpec mirrorless camera back in April. At £5,879 body only, obviously it isn't aimed at the average enthusiast. Instead, it's designed for professional sports and news photographers who demand speed, reliability and intuitive operation. But it's always exciting to see the new technology included in such high-end cameras, as it tends to filter down to more affordable models surprisingly quickly. So what exactly can the EOS R3 do? Well, this is one of those cameras whose spec sheets reads more like an over-optimistic wish list than a real product. It's built around a new 24.1 megapixel full-frame sensor, which offers a maximum sensitivity of ISO 204,800. It can shoot at up to 30 frames per second in 14-bit RAW using its silent electronic shutter, and its top shutter speed is a world record 1/64,000th per second. Canon also claims that rolling shutter distortion is almost completely eliminated, thanks to the sensor's backside illuminated and stacked architecture. The autofocus system is particularly impressive, with no fewer than 4,779 selectable focus points covering the entire image area. Canon claims an acquisition time of just 30 milliseconds and says the system can work in incredibly low light, equating to -7.5 EV with an f1.2 lens. Like the EOS R5, the EOS R3 can recognise and track focus on both humans and animals, but it's now also capable of recognising cars and motorbikes for motorsports photography, and even focusing specifically on the driver's crash helmet. What's more, thanks to Canon's unique eye control focus technology, the R3 can select a subject for tracking by detecting where you're looking in the viewfinder. However, this system does require extensive calibration to the individual photographer's eye to work reliably. Video specs are just as impressive for stills, with the EOS R3 capable of shooting in 6K at up to 60 frames per second and 4K at up to 120 frames per second. Canon says it can record RAW video internally, with both Canon Log 3 and PDR HQ also available for making full use of the sensor's dynamic range. Conventional 3.5mm stereo microphone and headphone sockets are built in, but Canon has also developed a multifunction hot shoe with a digital audio input and power output that enables a microphone to be connected directly. There are two card slots for recording your files, one of which is CFS Express Type B and the other UHS-2 SD. 5-axis in-body stabilisation is built in and can work together with optically stabilised lenses to provide up to 8 stops of shake compensation. Power is provided by the LPE19 battery from the EOS 1DX Mark III professional DSLR. Officially it's rated for 860 shots per charge, but in reality you'll get many more times than this when shooting bursts. Professional level connectivity is also included, with 5 GHz Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5 and a gigabit Ethernet port. The EOS R3 is compatible with both Canon's Camera Connect app and a new mobile transfer app for sending files to an FTP server using mobile networks. One area where the EOS R3 really shines is with regards to its handling. It has a similar body design to Canon's 1D series DSLRs, with an integrated vertical grip that has replicate controls for portrait format shooting. But it's distinctly smaller and lighter, although it still weighs in at over a kilogram. Its weather-sealed magnesium alloy body feels incredibly robust in your hand, and the distinctively textured rubberized coating offers excellent grip. The control layout is also very 1D-like, so seasoned Canon users should be able to pick it up and get stuck in straight away. You get essentially the same superb electronic viewfinder as in the EOS R5, which is large and clear with 5.76 million dot resolution, 0.76 times magnification and a refresh rate of 120 frames per second. But it now gains an OVF simulation mode that aims to mimic the experience of using an optical viewfinder, rather than previewing the image processing and exposure. On the back there's a stunning 3.2-inch 4.2 million dot fully articulated touchscreen, which is great for shooting at high or low angles in both portrait and landscape formats. Overall, it's clear that the EOS R3 is going to be a phenomenally capable camera. It's startlingly quick, handles brilliantly and has a superb viewfinder. It surpasses the EOS 1DX Mark III in almost every imaginable way, and it's actually difficult to see why Canon hasn't called it the EOS R1. And I suspect Canon is also managing the expectations of any professional users who can't quite believe that a mirrorless camera might ever match their DSLRs. But any such scepticism is likely to be short-lived once they discover what this camera can really do. Along with models like the Sony Alpha 1 and the upcoming Nikon Z9, it makes the professional sports DSLR look obsolete. So there you have it, that is the Canon EOS R3. It's a really exciting camera full of great new technology, particularly with regards to autofocus and continuous shooting. It certainly looks like it should be a really strong alternative to the best of its competitors out there. Let us know what you think in the comments and look out for our upcoming full review on amateurphotographer.com.